Okay, so I had to start the live over, y'all, because I forgot to put the title on it. Okay, how I feel like there's a push to make money every minute. Okay, so y'all probably haven't noticed that people are going on live for like hours and hours and hours a day. Sometimes first thing in the morning and just keeping it on all day. Letting people see their morning routine, their yoga, breakfast, lunch, dinner, like they're all day just on the internet, nonstop, like no time off. And because there's a push to make money while you're awake and while you're asleep. And so basically that means making money every minute. Okay. How is that possible? Okay. Now, if you're a realtor, that might be a little bit easier because you can get paid from like several different things. I'm not going to dive off into that area because I don't know everything about it. I know my sister is a realtor. Well, two of my sisters are a realtor. And they have to get other sources of income because it's booming in some areas and some areas it's not, okay? So it depends on your environment, okay? And I learned yesterday environment is key, okay? So if you can move to an area where the money is plentiful, do that. Do it as soon as possible. They say ASAP. Yeah. Also, I was going to talk about how, yeah, everybody has a side hustle, whether it's DoorDash, Sparks, AEX, um, the list goes on and on. I was going to talk about DoorDash, y'all. Now, I was DoorDashing for quite some time, and I saw that I was putting so many miles on my car and then not making a lot of money with that. You know what I mean? So if you've ever tried it before, you know exactly where I'm coming from. All right, then from there, I was like, okay, let me try, Uber. I seen some of the Uber drivers saying, oh, I'm making six figures. And you also can get a vehicle, like they'll pay for your vehicle. I'm like, okay, 100K a year, is that even enough right now in the economy? You tell me, depending on your lifestyle. Okay. Y'all can kind of see my lifestyle behind me. Try to get it off the camera, but whatever. I'm like, I'm in my closet, and this is my side of the closet, and that's my husband's side of the closet. I try to get as much of it out of the picture. So, you know, I didn't really feel like being in my living room today. And so I had so much to do, and I was just like, oh, I got to go live. Okay. Because there's a push to make money every minute of the day, y'all. And so I'm usually on here in the morning. But I was just like, okay, when I got on here at 7 o'clock this morning, I saw so many people already going live. And I was just like, I can't do that. I got to cook. I got to clean. I got to get my kids ready. I got to, do all the things that you have to do as a mom and as a wife. Okay. All right. So, then, okay, let's talk about, we already talked about DoorDash. We already talked about Uber. Let's talk about Sparks. Okay, Sparks. There is a waiting list right now for Sparks. And that's basically Walmart, okay? Where you can go out and do grocery shopping, get people's groceries and deliver it to their house, okay? Now, if you're quick and you can get in and get out and get somebody's groceries and get to their house and drop it off real quick, okay. But if you can't, and you got, other things on your mind while you should be working, it's going to be harder than it was to actually just make some videos and try to see if you can press your luck and, go viral or whatever the case may be. Okay. All right. So it's not for everybody, these side hustles. Okay. It's not for everybody. Okay. AEX. Now, a lot of people have not heard about AEX. AEX is something that has been on the hush. It has been on the hush where you deliver pharmaceuticals to pharmacies. Yes, y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know y'all could do that. And you don't even have to be certified to deal with medication or medicine or drugs, whatever you want to call it, because everybody has their own preference when they talk about the deep stuff. Okay, I just try to keep it. The technical name for it is medication or pharmaceuticals. All right. Some people, I don't want to go back and forth and debate all day. Okay. If you leave some comments talking about, oh, it's not that, it's not this, I'm probably going to ignore it because I really don't have no time to read every single one and, do all that kind of extra stuff. Some people do. Now, I don't have that much extra time on my hand. Okay. Now, anyways, what you can do is you go AEX online and you apply. It's quick and easy. They call you and they say, hey, this is the deliveries that we have in your area. Now, currently, right now, they only have 3 states that participate in this program. And yes, y'all, in my area, they have several routes, okay? In my state, they have several routes, okay? So 3 states do AEX, and you don't have to be certified, and you will literally take in almost, I think they said 2,000 a week. Not bad. But the kicker is you have to have your own van. No, it can't be an SUV. I learned that the hard way. I pulled up. They're like, no, you can't have an SUV. You have to have your own van. Okay. All right. Anyways, but they have some great benefits, y'all. Great, 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 great. Okay. All right. So let's see another one. How you can make money a mile a minute, y'all. A mile a minute is like I put this picture up here for this actual live. Okay. People are now starting to do real estate classes, nursing classes. Yes, if you're already a nurse or you're already in real estate, you can teach classes on your specialty. Okay. So it's like, okay, I got my real estate license, but housing is not, kicking off. You can get a group of people together and teach them how to do real estate, prepare them for the test, and then, give out a book or something like that and get them certified. And once they pass, they're good. They're golden. All they want to do is be taught. Okay. All right. They want to be taught what you already know how to do. Okay. You already passed with flying colors, right? I hope. And then also, okay, so real estate, nursing classes. Okay. A lot of nurses are out here talking about you getting fired and, just all these videos. Like, I'm like, how did a nurse get fired? I never heard of this. But you can start teaching people how to pass the nursing test. I don't know what it's called, y'all. I don't know. I probably have to call my mom because my mom is a nurse. And also my sister-in-law is a nurse. And also my sister is a nurse. So I got 3 different people in my family that are nursing. But it's an actual test that you have to complete, just like on any other specialty. At the end of teaching, you got to pass some type of course, and then you're actually certified. You can start teaching those classes right now. Because now money needs to be falling out the sky for everybody. Now what I put on this live was a secret one. Another secret one I know besides AEX. I just told my sister about it. I was like, girl, you need to get up on this. Okay, all you need is a van, rent it out from U-Haul or whatever the case may be for $20, and you will make buku profit. Okay, now, if you know how to fish, y'all, I saw somebody in the comments the other day talking about I like to fish or something like that. It was in the other live just yesterday, I think, or the day before yesterday. I don't know. He was talking about in his spare time he likes to fish. Good, perfect. If you know how to fish, you can make some money off of that right now, y'all. You can teach classes on how to fish. You can find bait. And y'all, how easy is it to find some worms? Easy. Dig up some dirt and you're going to see some worms come up to the surface. There you go. There go your own business right there. Okay, you can make a little farm of worms or whatever the case may be and sell those. $5 a bucket. I saw that down the road and I was like, oh, I did not know they partnership with people who can find worms or whatever the case may be, or do a little worm farm and sell those worms to the people that's going out there fishing. Okay, there you go. You a side hustle right there. And not a lot of people know about it. Okay, I just found this out the other day when I was at the park. Okay, it was like, yeah, this is an easy way to make some extra money. You know how to fish. You want to teach a fishing class? I was like, I mean, you ain't got to tell me more than once. I will be out there, okay, because I am kind of like a country girl anyway. So, and my grandfather, he taught me how to fish. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to catch some fish. All right? Okay. Now, I did try to teach somebody how to fish one time, and oh my gosh. They took the, let me stop laughing while I'm telling this story because I feel so bad. They might be on the live, and then I'm, okay. Yeah, so they threw the rod back like that, and then caught somebody's hair, and then try to throw it back in the water. Ooh, and now y'all can already imagine what happened with that. Okay, what happened with that? It was terrible, y'all. Okay, anyways, but nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt, y'all. To my knowledge, nobody said anything. So I just got to keep teaching. Let me stop, y'all. I'm bad when I be laughing like that. But anyways, also I was gonna say too, if you want to make money a mile a minute, you got to get creative out here. Okay, get creative out here. I already know how to make gift baskets. I know how to make poetry and put them in my cars and things of that nature. I go to markets. Um, Also, I have my money, from the military. So I mean, I have several sources of income coming in. Okay, but don't be clocking me. Don't be trying to check for me. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people when you start telling them you're making money, they start calling you. All right, hey, can I borrow? This and that. Listen, I didn't say I was a multimillionaire, did I? Okay. I'm saying side hustles, y'all. Make money a mile a minute and do stuff other people are not talking about, which is a great thing to do. Teach people how to fish. Okay. And you can make what? $50. $50 a class. Okay. And that's per person. So you'll be teaching them how to get their fishing license. They just all you do is give them the link, teach them a little bit about it, the laws and the rules and regulations, and they take the test. Once they pass it, and boom, there you go, $50 per person that you got in that class. Okay. And listen, when I went to the park the other day, they was like, I need somebody to teach me. It's just people standing there. You're like, okay, when are y'all gonna have classes? They was like, they don't have anybody who wants to be like a coach or anything. Hey, anti-destroyer. Oh, hey, I'm glad you returned back. I appreciate it. How you doing? Yeah, so things that you feel like oh, nobody want to know about this, or nobody wants to know how to do this, you would be surprised. You would be surprised. Okay, because I was over there the other day, and then somebody was like, I need help with paddle boating. They didn't know how to paddle boat. Okay. Some people don't know how to snorkel. They don't know how to swim. It's like things that you know how to do right here, right now, you can start making the money. Okay. So you got to look at these extra ways out here that you can make this income in your spare time. Just walking some dogs or whatever around the neighborhood. We got a whole bunch of people around my neighborhood with dogs. They asked for a dog sitter. We got signs outside and everything. Dog sitter. Does anybody do pet grooming? I'm thinking like, oh, I probably could do it. I only learned how to swim when I was 17. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. I learned how to swim when I went to A&T. And they have swim classes. North Carolina A&T. Yeah. They have swim classes, and the swim instructor taught me how to swim. Okay, and then she invited me on the swim team. All right. And so I was just like, listen, unless you want me to come in last every time, don't get me in here. Now, if she was talking about a scholarship, I would have been out there. But they just needed some people on the swim team. And I was just like, I just learned how to swim. And I think I was like, how old was I? I was like 23 or 20. So there's nothing wrong with 17. I was like 23 years old before I even learned how to swim. Before that, I was doggy paddle. So, so yeah, if she was a swim instructor at North Carolina A&T and she was getting paid for that, and she was in charge of the swim team, there you go. And she literally told me, even if you do like coaching at North Carolina A&T, your base salary is $60,000 a year. Your base salary. Okay. A lot of people just like, how can I make some money? You can work at a college. I applied the other day to be a security guard at the college, at the library. Okay. You make an announcement. Hey, the library has opened. You make another announcement at night. The library is about to close. You go and check every level, make sure everybody's out. You lock the doors and close down and shut down shop. There you go. Easy money, quick and easy. All right. And that's closing on the weekends. The rest of the day was like, don't worry about it. They'll handle everything else. All right. So I'm telling you, I be getting my hustling on y'all. Y'all think I'm just making these videos? What was that song? He said, every day I'm hustling. I'm like, okay, I can hustle. Let me stop, y'all, because I can dance, but I can't dance. Like, I'm not like Sierra, but I can pass by. If I had to dance for some money, trust me, I'm gonna make my money. Because you know what I'm saying, I can carry a tune, I can carry a beat. So anyways, you know what, y'all, that's gonna throw me off subject right there. One day when I was in Cary, North Carolina, or was it Raleigh? They're right beside each other. This lady saw me in the store and she was just like, you have great upper body strength. You should be in my class. And I'm like, class? What kind of class? She talking about pole dance class. I said, lady, get out of here. I'm a grown woman and I'm a whole mom and a whole wife. I'm not getting on nobody's pole, okay? I don't care how much you pay me, okay? No, no. Because I heard like some really bad stories, y'all. Some really bad stories where like a young lady or whatever went into like the entertainment business, and she was making like videos. So this is not like jumping from a pole. She was making videos, y'all. the the not so good videos. And guess who was watching them and buying the tapes? Her own father. It's so terrible because she found them like in like a little section in the house, and she's like, "Oh my god, that was me." She had to throw them in the trash. Oh my god, so that's just bad, y'all. I mean, of course they give you makeup, and like she probably had on some wig, and he probably didn't know it's his own daughter that he's watching to get himself ready. I'm like, oh my god, yo, you gotta kill yourself after that. Oh, y'all, listen, I done heard it all, y'all. And look, okay, now let me tell y'all one more story. Let me tell y'all one more story. I gotta go live on TikTok. Okay, my friend in high school, she almost tricked me into going into the entertainment business. Yes, y'all. I'm glad I said no. I'm glad I said no. She said, I got a business opportunity for you. And here go me. I'm like, what? You know, as soon as somebody, I got a business proposition. You know, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. So I'm a manager at McDonald's location, and that's 40, 50K. Yes, you got to do it. Listen, hustle, hustle, hustling. um, he said that's horrible. Hey, that's money. That's money. Business proposition. Hey, you know, saying some people ain't even got a job. Some people ain't got a job. Okay, all right. But yeah. So when I was in high school, I'm gonna come back to that comment too because I was gonna say something else. When I was in high school, y'all, my friend, we was having a competition, and this is really bad, y'all. You might want to click away. It's gonna get R-rated. We was having a competition on who boobs was developing the best or whatever the case may be. I don't know, y'all. You'd be surprised what you used to do as a teenager versus when you get older. Like, why was I thinking that? Or where was my mind at? Like, I need to get my life. Okay, that's how I need to get my life together. We go to talking about, yeah, when I get older, this is how I'm gonna make my money. And what's crazy is the entertainment industry is one of the best paying jobs. Yes, it is. It is, y'all. That's the bad part about it is you pay a lot of money though, and then you don't have to do but so much, but just have a good body and look good. They said most of the singers and actors and all like these top people, they used to be in the industry. You know, Kim Kardashian, like they started off. That was their base, y'all. That was their foundation. Let me stop, y'all. I'm all off subject. So yeah, we had a competition. I had to come back to that comment too. We had a competition on who got the biggest boobs or whatever case may be. Me and some of my friends, we get together and we all perking it up. You know, just y'all know how you used to do, wearing those little crop tops and those little. It wasn't called a crop top when I was little. It was like a belly shirt or something like that. You know, you know if you kind of in the old school section now. We ain't young spring chickens no more. But anyways, she was like, yeah, I got a business proposition for you. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, what we about to do? Like, we need to team up. We need to all stick together after graduation. Like, what we gonna do? And she was like, yeah. So we should all go over here and serve drinks and just, have our shirt off. And I was like, what? Have our shirts off while we serve? What in the world kind of job is this? I was like, okay, I think I heard of Hooters. She was like, no, they keep they stuff covered. You just gonna be topless. And I was like, she was like, but it's a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. Don't think about that part. Like, she was like, since we young and we still looking good and everything's going, I'm like, but I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I can't come home and tell my dad this. Like, this is what I want to do when I get older. Like, and then what's funny is, like 2 days later, my dad was like, what you want to do with the rest of your life? And I'm thinking like, I'm not about to tell him what my friend told me, and I ain't even gonna say her name because she might be on the live right now. Then I gotta smooth things over. Be like, girl, yeah, I was just shooting the breeze. Like I wasn't putting you on blast or whatever. Keep in mind we was all popular in high school, so I can't say people's names on these lives because I got a lot of people from my high school following me. Like, oh yeah, when you gonna come back to class reunion? Oh shoot, like they probably done saw something on my lives or something. Like, oh, was that me you was talking about? No, that wasn't. That wasn't. No, I wasn't talking about you. Like, yeah, they used to call me Crazy K and Country K, so they already know like she might do something crazy or say something crazy anyway. So I was always kind of like, if I did something that was out of the way, people always had that second look, like, did you just do that? I'm like, I can get away with it. Let me stop. All right, anyways, that's what happened, y'all. I almost went into the adult entertainment world by accident because of my friend. She almost got me in trouble, y'all. Don't be listening to your friends. They will give you some bad ideas sometimes. I swear to God. They were like, you should just get involved in this little pyramid scheme. You like the world, like they don't say it like that, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they always got a business proposition getting you in trouble and then leaving their name out. Like, I didn't tell her that. I did not tell her that. No, I ain't tell them that. I didn't tell you to go to that job. You just told me that they was hiring. And then you get hired on and they talking about, yeah, we don't pay that much. And yeah, you gotta pay for your uniforms too. And you gotta pay for orientation. You like, so when do I get paid? Like, my friends be telling me some bad advice sometimes. I gotta get some new ones. Let me stop. I'm just like, let me stop. Cause all my friends go, girl, okay, we gonna unsubscribe for your check. I'm just kidding, y'all. Cause some of my friends give good advice. Like, some of my friends do give good advice. And hold on, you said what is crazy the entertainment industry. Okay, yeah, let's go back to that other comment that you had just said. That's like 350. Okay, yeah. That other comment that you were saying earlier that you had worked at the McDonald's. Listen, I went by the McDonald's the other day. They are rocking and rolling. Okay. I ordered what was that? A Big Mac and fries, the fish fillet and some fries, and the cheeseburger kids meal. That thing was hot and now. Okay. They ain't playing no games at McDonald's now. They had a bad name for it like the longest, y'all. It was taking a long time, bad customer service. It was starting to go downhill. Not no more. Okay, them fries was nice and crispy. Just enough salt, not a lot. I was like, can I get some extra mustard and some extra ketchup? They didn't even get mad, y'all. They did not even get mad. It was, here you go. Thank you. Okay, usually they give me an attitude like, yeah, get your own ketchup at the Walmart. Or get your own mustard. Like, you only need 2 packs per person. That's it. Nah, they gave me a whole handful. Thank you. Yeah, don't go light on the sauce, y'all. Give me some packs of ketchup. Give me that mustard. I like long nails. I eat a lot of mustard. All right, so all right, yeah, we're gonna go back to the other comment that you were saying too, Mr. Yeah. Now, y'all, and being that we are in the world where you have to have money a mile a minute, listen, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your own life, but if you got a nice looking body, what they say, beauty is currency and good looks is currency. They say, okay, it's a statistic that says that people that look good make more money. Did y'all know that? Yes. People that look good make more money. And I'm sorry if you was not born with some of the best features, but you got to make other things work for you. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was ugly, I would definitely have to do something. I mean, I'm halfway ugly, but once you get old, you like halfway ugly. You got a little bit of wrinkles, you got a little bit of this and that, okay? All right, so but you are making money in the adult industry because literally, like, you can put up a picture, put up your little price, and throw it up there and wait for somebody to pay. Okay, they got websites for it. I ain't gonna say what websites they are. Okay, let me stop. They got websites out there for that stuff, okay? All right, so he said, that's like the 350 to 500. Okay, yes. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this is the last story I'm gonna tell because this is like okay 24. I gotta see how much time I got on Fun Friday. On Fun Friday. Okay, so yeah, you can make a lot of money, especially off of tips. If you work at, let's say, like a nightclub, it don't necessarily have to be an adult club thing or like some type of strip club or something like that. Okay, I don't know if I can say that on the internet because I don't want to get banned or nothing. I'm like, I need my coins. Okay, so you can go out there and make some serious money. Serious money, y'all. I'm telling you. If you looking good, maybe you got a BBL or whatever. I know it's a lot of talk out there about how bad it is and it smells, but if you can make it smell good, let me stop, y'all, because I don't want to be encouraging stuff. They like, look at this woman encouraging. Okay. Listen, if you can cover up the odor and the smell and do what you got to do and step up in these clubs or in these places where they make extra money and, just reveal what you need to reveal and make your money, hey, nobody have to know unless you go tell everybody. Or if you see this person every day and they live in your neighborhood and then you all, listen. That's why they always say, don't what? Don't what? Don't work where you play. So y'all like, what? Yeah, don't work where you play. Okay. Y'all know what that is. If you kind of old, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Go to the other side of town or in another city and do what you got to do and then come on back home. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know you. They ain't never saw you. They don't even know who you are. Okay. That's why I keep my hat on. I keep my hat on. Y'all see me in person. I can't even really tell. Is that her? No, who? Okay. That's not me. That was my twin. Where have you been? Okay. Let me stop. So anyways, okay. Let me go to that story I was gonna tell y'all about me and my friends and stuff. Topless service doing the makeup. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that goes back to the story about when my friend was trying to do like topless server or something like that. I don't know. And she never told me where we was gonna go to do this, y'all. So she was about to get me in real like some trouble, y'all, because I didn't even have a car. She was the only one who had a car. So if we did go, I would have to go with her. Okay. And if she didn't work, I wouldn't be able to go to work. So yeah, I was dependent on her. But I'm pretty sure if I would have took that job, I wouldn't have to worry about nothing because I heard the tips was really good at the place when she finally told me about it. I was like, you should have went into more detail, girl. You should have went into more. No, I'm saying. Oh, let me stop, y'all. Y'all can see my personality when I'm. Nah, I haven't been drinking, y'all. I've been good. Okay, so anyways, let's go back to the story I was gonna say. Let me read this real quick. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the story where me and some friends and my sister, we was gonna go out and supposedly just have some fun, meet up with some, nice guys, etc., 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 etc. All right. So I think this was before I got married, y'all. It better have been because my husband hear this in trouble. So anyways, it was like, girl, yeah, we need to go out. It's time for us to let our hair down. It's time for us to, get, Stella got her groove back. And I think I was like just hit my 30s. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, Stella need to get her groove back. Mama needs some time to herself. Just y'all know how you be talking junk to your friends and stuff. Yeah, let's go out. You be like, my man ain't worried or my woman ain't worried. They don't care. Knowing good and well they do care. So yeah, your friends be getting you in trouble. This is another time where they gave me some bad advice. Yeah, let's go out. Bring a couple of singles. Bring a couple of ones. Not single, like single friends, like a couple of ones so you can just throw it up. Okay, yeah. All right, let's all get on the same page here. Sometimes I be losing people. I be losing them. Like, what did she say? Yeah, bring some singles, bring some ones so you can just, yeah, there you go. All right, so I get out there and it was like, yeah. No, I didn't get out there. Hold on. Let me go back. Gotta tell the story right. They like, yeah, Monica, you don't never go anywhere. You just a good girl. You just a good girl. They trying to hype me up, trying to get me in trouble. You know, trying to get me in trouble. Y'all know I be at home. I'm a homebody. I'm at home right now. Okay? People out drinking and already getting crazy right now. I'm at home. I'm at home. Okay? I'm about to go out here and get me a little small drink, and that's it. But I'm coming back home. Where I ain't got to spend no money. And I ain't got to throw no dollars at nobody. If I want to throw some dollars, I'll get some ones and throw it at myself. And I dance around in the mirror. There we go. I dance for my own self. Okay? Or I dance for my husband, whatever case may be. But yeah, he ain't got time for dancing for him. He just want to just go ahead. Let's go ahead and get started. Look at here. Look at here. You know, you looking good. I'm like, what? I want to do some dancing stuff. He like, I ain't got time for that. So anyways, let's see, what was I about to say? Yeah, so they hyped me up. They got me all ready to go. And then come to find out, oh, my sister was like, yeah, I told my husband. He was like, no. And I was like, oh. Then my other friend, she's like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm thinking like, no, we all got kids. And we all need to be responsible right now. We done went and got, what, $50 worth of ones per person. And we don't have a babysitter. We don't have, you know what I'm saying, no type of, what's that driver called that don't drink, the safe driver. We don't have no plans, y'all. How you gonna come up with a ladies' night out and just don't even plan it? Okay, I'm done with my friends. No. They're gonna be so mad at me when they see this, because this happened a long time ago, y'all. This happened a long time ago. They like, what? They much better now. They're much better. Okay? There you go. Y'all much better now. Y'all much better. Okay. Yeah. But never get off of here, y'all. Because I've been on here a little bit too long. I'm gonna go live on TikTok. All right, because I gotta tell the rest of this. I done went way off subject now, y'all. I don't even know what I came here started talking about. I gotta go. Pew, 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 pew.